All right, guys, for this problem, it says find where the function f of x is equal to 1 over x plus 1 is increasing and where it is decreasing. All right, in order to find where it's increasing and decreasing, we have to know where the critical numbers for this function are and where the function is undefined. If you notice, this is a rational function, so the function is undefined where the x plus 1 is equal to 0 or at where x is equal to negative 1, because if you plug negative 1 into the denominator, you're going to get 0. So I need to make sure I list that on my sign chart. All right, now I just need to figure out what the derivative of my function is. So let's do some low d high. So low d high, well, the derivative of 1 will just be 0, minus high d low, the derivative of x plus 1 will just be 1, all over low squared. So the derivative would be negative 1 over x plus 1 squared. So there's my derivative. And then to find the critical numbers, I need to know where that derivative is 0. And then notice this is a rational function, so I'm going to put this over 1. And then I can cross multiply. And then that's going to give me negative 1 is equal to 0. Whoa, that's not a true statement, so that lets me know there's not any critical number. So what in the world? Well, another thing I notice is that the derivative that's given right here, this is not a polynomial, it's a rational function. So there is a place where the derivative is undefined. It's where the derivative in the denominator of the derivative is 0. If I plug in that negative 1 into this derivative, I'm going to get 0 in the denominator again. So the derivative is also undefined at negative 1. Well, negative 1 is basically the only point that I need to write on my sign chart, because that's where the function is not only undefined, but where the derivative is undefined also. All right, so there's my sign chart. Let's pick a number smaller than negative 1, so let's try negative 2. We're going to plug that value into the derivative, so negative 2 plus 1 is a negative 1, but when you square that, it's going to be positive. In fact, any number that you pick for x, when you square it, it's going to be positive, and then negative 1 is going to be negative, so a negative over a positive is a negative, so that means it's negative here. And then if you pick a number bigger than 1, like say 5, doesn't matter. Any number you plug in for x, when you square that, it's going to be positive. This is still going to be negative, so this whole thing is negative also. So it's actually decreasing the whole time. So it's decreasing from negative infinity to positive infinity. And guys, I just wanted to show you right quick how this looks on the calculator. If you notice, the function is decreasing, see, going down, because it's trying to hug closer and closer to the x-axis. So, I mean, obviously, if I go this way, it's increasing because it's going better and better. But remember, you read a graph from left to right. So it's decreasing there. It's undefined at negative 1 because there's a horizontal, sorry, not horizontal, but it's a vertical tangent line. But then when you pick it back up after negative 1, look at that, it's decreasing again. So it is true. The interval of increasing and decreasing, it's not increasing anywhere. This function is decreasing from negative infinity to positive infinity, except for, I should have put that, except for negative 1 because it's undefined. So let me change that right now. So it's decreasing from negative infinity to negative 1, and then it's decreasing again from negative 1 to infinity. So notice I don't include negative 1 because negative 1 is undefined.